What's going on, traders? It's your boy Matt, back at it again with another trading recap video. First thing first, Merry Christmas to you and your family from mine. Let's get right into today's trading recap. Alright, as you guys can see, today I'm up $1,431, which is pretty good. Today's trading session was a little bit choppy. Market, because of Christmas, market was only half day. Market closed around 1. So I kind of had to speed up the trading process and finish up that much before market closes, which is half a day. Now, today's trading session was a lot choppier, unpredictable. I would want to show you guys my entries and exits, but as you guys can see, trade for some strange reason, I'm not sure if it's only my chart or other people, Trade Zero's charting is not working. So we'll just go and check the trades out on DAS. I actually took a lot of big losses today. I'll show you guys, for example, this one right here. I took a $1,700 loss, followed by $969 loss. Both of them on AIRT. This is AIRT. Basically, what happened was I had a starter right here, went up into a hold, open up here. I had a starter there, but instead of going down, it actually got bought up, so I had to cut it, right? And I kind of got chopped up into that. That's where that loss came from. And the next one is $28, and then I tried to short again into that, and then they ripped it again. So those were the two major losses that I took. I mean, I only lost on majorly on AIRT. There was some good news about it. I think they got some contract or something like that. The next one was the one I lost on, ADXN. This one was the same thing. It went parabolic. I actually caught this short beautifully. I caught this short. I covered somewhere at the bottom. Into that, I made about $1,700. So I literally covered that loss back from this trade. So I covered that there, and then I got back in again into that and into that, and I made $1,300 from that. AIRT, I got back in again and made a little bit of money too. But AXDN, I think I took a loss here. I shorted this area, but when they pop it, I thought they're gonna break the high and rip it, so I had to cut it up, eat up the loss into that. Let's go through some of this. So the two runners were ADXN and AIRT. This is ADXN. Yearly chart looks like that. I was using this area as a guide to kind of short into. That's why I had a good starter there, good read when it went to a downside hold, and that's the trade that I made $1,700. This one right here. So my average was at 31 bucks, almost $32 somewhere here was my average. Shorted right there when it was going into a downside hold, and from that rejection into a downside hold, I shorted that, covered at the bottom. The next one that I traded was AIRT. Now this one here is where I lost majority of the money, as you guys can see. Made $800 from that, but other than that, I lost $900. I lost about almost $3,700 just from these two trades right here. So if I didn't take those trades or I managed them properly or sized down accordingly, because this thing was, it came from $11 to $43, then we're looking at today about $4,000 or $5,000 profit. Anyway, AIRT, I got caught. The first one I got caught was here at 25, so I showed it right there at 25, thinking it was going to go downside hold. Nope, it got bought up, so I had to cut it at 31. Which was somewhere up here, which is pretty shit, but ended up losing that much on that. The next one that I traded, we're gonna have a look at, is CLNE. Now this one was a chop here. The reason why I traded this one was because, as you guys can see, I'll just try to zoom in. It was a major runner. Yesterday has a big rejection candle. So I'm thinking, I was actually thinking about swing shorting this to the downside, maybe to the 6 area for next week. But I ended up taking the profit. Made about 300 and something out of this trade. We have a look at this. So I shorted that area, covered again, shorted and covered, and that was it. The next one we'll be having a look at is ID. ID was actually a really good trade. I got back in 2-3 times. I attempted shorting this. Now ID, what I was looking for was $10 area, and I'll show you what I meant. ID, as you guys can see, this 11-10 area was what I wanted to wait, but I knew it could also reject from here 9-8 area. So I had a little bit of starter. So in this trade, I had a little bit of starter into that $8 area. Coming into this, I think it could reject from that, but I was wrong, so I cut it for $130 loss. And then it actually did kind of reject here a little bit into that, and then I attempted a second time there as well, but I had to cut both of them off. I got back in again here at 990, but I didn't hold this thing. I should have held. I cut it at 950, so I literally got out right here. I got out right there. I mean, I short the top and I got out the top, but this thing ended up going to the 7 something. So 1,000 shares. I left a lot of money on that. The next one we're going to be talking about is it's a small trade, NLTX. This one, the same thing. Shorted the 1721 area. I only shorted 200 shares on this 1720 area right there, and I managed to cover 1580. So this one I held a little bit longer, which was pretty good. Which was okay. Still the top, but yeah, I should have reshorted that. But that's another one that I left a lot of money on the table because this thing ended up coming all the way to $13 area. SIF was out of the gates the first short. Basically, I shorted this thing 580s. So I shorted this thing the 580s. I think shorted into this right here. Market open, boom, I got in, and then when it held that bottom area, I literally took a profit as it was dropping. So that was it. Second time I tried it, but it was holding up all too well, so I completely got out of it, and I didn't like it. But I was hoping this would come to that area, to the $7.50, $8 area for me to reshort. I didn't want to short it here. Because usually my risk level is there, so I want to short as close as possible to my risk level. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, Merry Christmas. All the trades that I take are live on my free chat room that I have on Discord. The ups and downs, all the emotions. If you want to see that live, I'll put the link down below for my free chat that I have on Discord. Jump and say hello. Now enjoy the actual live trading footage. Thanks, guys. What's going on, traders? Welcome to the live trading part of my videos. As you guys can see, market just opened, and it says I shorted ADXN 150 shares. I was in 300 shares, but I took half profit, I'm still holding, but I'm down about 800 bucks on the day. This is open right at the bottom. That $800 loss came from trading, trading AIRT, and that's where it came from. So this is going into a downside hold. I made, I'm making 1,400 bucks from this particular trade, which is pretty good. Puts me up about 500 bucks on the day. So I was down at some point. I'm pretty sure I was down about 1,000 something from AIRT. So right now I'm up again 600 bucks. This is going to a downside hold. I should have held the 300 shares that I have from 30, almost 32 average. If I held it, it would have been a pretty decent gain because this ended up coming to the $17 area later on. But as you guys can see, I am taking off. I'm holding only small shares, small share size right now. But you know, you live and learn. Next time, I know exactly what to do. But this was a really good short into that downside hold. I caught it. AIRT actually ripped up again after it almost went into a downside hold. That's why I got caught into that. So it opened with a gap up. I wasn't expecting that. I'm thinking, okay, it could bounce from here. So I'm gonna lock into some gains. So I'm only holding, you know, very small amount of shares, 38 shares. I mean, it's crazy. You can make this much amount of money with, you know, as small as 38, 35, you know, 50 shares. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, if you're going 1,000, 2,000 shares, but I don't want to trade it that much because, as you guys can see, I actually lost $1,500 trading AIRT, which is exactly the same thing as this. So I want to trade these things with the smallest share size as I can go, and I still be able to hit my daily goal pretty easy. So it's gapping up. I'm up $400. You know, even though as crazy as today was and as unpredictable the trading moves as there was today, you know, I still managed to finish up $1,400 on the day. Yesterday I was actually up $1,400 as well, but I gave back a lot of profit and I managed to finish the day up $500 yesterday. So today I'm thinking if I'm up so much, I'm going to take it, I'm going to walk away. Respect the rules. Right now, I was up, you know, $600-700, but now I'm break even. Right now it says I'm up, shorted again, this thing, you know, so right now I am up $1,143. You know, very close to my actual daily goal. I mean, I already hit the daily goal. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you leave a comment down below. It will help me, and it will help me put out a better material for you guys and stay consistent. If I'm getting those, you know, comments and likes and subscribers as well. So right now I'm only holding a very small amount of share size. I'm holding 300 shares with an average of 24.82, and I pretty much covered this when it dropped, and that was it. That was the trade. Thanks guys, I appreciate it.